say, you went to St Mary Redcliffe School.
I did, yes. I loved that school because it felt like a real community. It's people from all over Bristol and outside Bristol coming together in a school that is centred on faith in Jesus, and I found it really encouraging when you're growing up, you're a young person, you're making decisions about your life and where it's going to go, and being in a community of faith meant that I made a lot of good decisions about my faith, and I was encouraged when I made mistakes to keep going, keep pushing through, reminded of the importance of God when I just wanted to run away and be a normal teenager. But actually I found it a lot more encouraging and easier, and I grew so much being surrounded by Christians and having Jesus so centered in my daily life. So that really definitely helped me grow in my faith, and I wouldn't have made a lot of the same life decisions I did if I hadn't been in that environment, I don't think.
Talking of life decisions,
yeah.
You studied immunology at Glasgow University,
Uh-huh.
but now you're doing some counselling in Uganda. How did that happen?
I am, yes. I love science. I love learning about how God made the world, how he made us. I loved studying it, finding out more about it, but I realised I didn't want to work in labs really. I'm a people person. I love helping people explore themselves and grow, and so studying counselling means that I can actually get a qualification in that and be well trained. And I feel like having those skills will help me not only in Uganda with the young women, but when I eventually come home and settle in Europe somewhere, I'll be working in a field which I love and helping people in the same way.
Okay. So you're going to be working for CCFM. Tell us about that.
Yep, CCFM stands for Community Christian Family Ministries. We take young women that have just finished not university, high school, and they join us for 6 months for a program of building them up in faith, teaching them life skills, and but not only that, but confidence and a sure faith in Jesus, so that they can then go out to university or to wherever life takes them, and have a grounding and confidence to make good decisions, and then eventually when they start a family to help their children to grow and give them opportunities that they probably wouldn't have had if their mum hadn't been built up in the way that we help them to.
So what attracted you to this work?
Well, I was working in a lab when I first went out to Uganda, and I was spending about 9 to 5 there, and then I was asked to come and teach for an hour a week at CCFM the first year, the first class of 4 girls. So I started teaching them for 1 hour a week, and I loved it. I was so encouraged by being so involved in helping young women grow in faith. And so when Mabel, who runs the project, asked me to come back and consider being a full-time teacher, I couldn't say no.
And how's that being funded?
Well, we're funded entirely by people's gifts. Mabel started the project in her own back garden. The girls live in her in a building just outside her house. She funds it entirely from her teacher's salary. She's a full-time teacher. My funding is entirely on people's gifts. I rely on God supporting me and on people being encouraged and wanting to partner with me in what I do. So there's no funding really. We don't have any income to talk of apart from people's giving.
And has God always provided enough?
Pretty much exactly enough. Never a penny more. We've never had lots of money. There's plenty of things we would love to do, but we don't have enough money. I live on the basics, but that's, I can live on that much, and I've never been that interested in having a lot of money, and he's never given me a penny more than I needed, but he's always made sure I had enough.
So tell us about the I Am Beautiful conference that you've been involved in running.
Yes, that's a conference that CCFM started last summer, was our first one, and we're hoping to do another one this summer. We had a team of young women, students from the UK, come out and help us run it alongside the girls from CCFM. And we had 3 days of seminars and talks and small groups, and we invited young women from all over Uganda to come and join us to learn about why young women are important, why God values women, how important it is to know that you're important. And we also talked about building up a relationship with God that is biblical, and what it means to stand on your own 2 feet and say, I'm a woman and I'm important. And it was about bringing the values of CCFM out to women in general in Uganda and spreading the message so that they can go out and tell their friends as well. So we've already got a couple of girls that have started sharing it and starting small groups in their universities. So it's really exciting to see the message go out as well. It would be amazing to have women, young women and more mature women of Christian faith, to come out and be mentors to the girls. And when we run the conference, something that's really special about the conference is that it's run by both Ugandans and people from the UK. And so to have volunteers come out and help us in the summer would be fantastic. Or if anyone wants to come out and be involved with the project anytime between January and July, having the input of people from another culture or of a different stage in faith to come and help our young women would be amazing.
But it's not about going and doing something, it's about sharing in ministry that's already happening.
Exactly, yes. We believe in investing in people, and if you've got life experience, then that's all we want of you. That's what lasts. You know, we're not asking you to come out and build something, mainly because I don't know very many young women that want to build anything. But we build people, and that lasts so much longer.